Hey, I'm back, yay, with another tutorial, and this time I wanted to go for something super duper glam. I know this is not for everybody, but it's super fun to do, so maybe you want to try it out, you know, get out of your comfort zone and just go for something a little bit more drama around the holidays. I mean, why not? It's time to celebrate, you know, bust out your best makeup products and all of that. So a dramatic eye, it's easy as that. So anyway, if you want to know how I did this fun, dramatic holiday look, then you know what you gotta do. As always, I started out with applying my Urban Decay Original Primer Potion, and I applied that all over my eye area, seen right here. So for my first eyeshadow, I'm going to use Beauty Mark eyeshadow by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm gonna draw or sketch out my basic shape or my cut crease with a MAC angled eyeliner brush. It's kind of the shape of a big eyeliner. That's the easiest way I can describe it. So after I've drawn out that shape, I'm connecting it just like I would with my eyeliner with my lower lash line, as you can see right here. And then I'm taking that same eyeshadow and an angled fluffy brush and blend out the harsh edges a little bit more. Like you can see over here, it's kind of a gradient effect. For my next eyeshadow, I'm going to use Birkin eyeshadow. It's also by Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I'm gonna apply that with a small eyeshadow brush by Royal Langnickel. And I'm applying that all over my lid. You know, that lid area I kept open. And I'm using windshield wiper motions to get the best color payoff. Next up, I'm going to use my face powder by MAC, which is the Studio Fix face powder in NC45, and I'm gonna blend out that harsh line of that Beauty Mark eyeshadow I applied before, and it gives me an even canvas to work on. And next I'm going to use another eyeshadow by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and this one is called Morocco. I'm going to apply that with a 217 blending brush by MAC. And all I'm doing is applying that right above Beauty Mark eyeshadow that I applied before, but I'm mainly focusing on the outer part of the look. For the next eyeshadow, I'm going to take my NARS Narsassist palette, and I'm going to take the black eyeshadow, so the black matte eyeshadow. And I'm redefining that cut crease with a angled eyeliner brush by Morphe. As you can see over here, I'm just retracing that shape just to make that look, or the look, more dramatic. And then now with a 239 brush by MAC, I'm smoking out that harsh line. Just windshield or zigzag motions. I'm also filling in that outer part a little bit with that black eyeshadow I used for my crease. Next up, I'm going to use Revolt eyeshadow by the Urban Decay Electric palette, and I'm applying that on my inner corner with a fluffy eyeshadow brush by MAC. I'm sorry, I do not know which number it is because it kind of rubbed off. Now I'm going to take another eyeshadow from the NARS Narsassist palette. It's the second one on the third row, and I'm applying that right underneath my lower lash line, on the inner part of my lower lash line, that is. And I'm doing that with a 239 brush by MAC. Okay, time for the fun part. Now I'm going to use the Lit Cosmetics Fully Nude glitter in size 2 and mix that with a little bit of the Lit Clearly Liquid glitter base, and then apply that on my eyelid. As you can see right here, I'm not going to cover my entire eyelid with this. I'm just kind of sparsely applying that, as you can see over here. And yeah, I'm just using a small concealer brush by Morphe for this. Okay, time for my eyeliner. And as always, I'm using my Catrice liquid eyeliner in Dating Joe Black for that. I'm sorry I didn't really get the chance to film this correctly, but I'm just using my cut crease as a guideline for my large winged eyeliner. And yeah, I did notice that I forgot to apply some glitter, but I took care of that after I noticed that while doing my eyeliner. Okay, so now I'm just taking a little bit of that black eyeshadow again and blend that in with the glitter, just so it looks all nicely blended and everything. I'm also applying that a little bit right underneath my lower lash line, on the outer part of my lower lash line, that is. And I'm doing that with another 239 brush by MAC. Okay, next up I'm going to use the Benefit Cosmetics They're Real Push-Up Liner in black. And I'm using that one to create a small winged eyeliner right underneath my lower lash line. And after I've done that, I also applied it on my lower waterline. Just to let you know, I'm going to use concealer to clean up the shape of that eyeliner a little bit. It's super easy. See? Cleans it up and makes it crispy and clear. And now off camera, I'm going to apply the Ardell Wispies first, and then the Ardell 110 lashes, and apply some mascara, and then I will be right back, which is right now. Now I'm going to contour with my sleek contour kit. I'm going to use the darkest shade, obviously, and apply my contour. I know I feel like I'm repeating myself, but when it comes to contouring and highlighting, always do it suited to your face and to your liking. Don't just mimic me, because you don't have my face. And I don't have your face, so, well, you get the idea. And I did that with a contouring brush by Morphe. Next up, for my blush, I'm going to use the MAC Embering Rose Powder Blush, and I'm applying that mostly on the outer part of my face, so not so much on the apples of my cheeks. Yeah, I just felt like doing that for this look. And I'm doing that with a blush brush by Nancy. Next up, highlighting time. I'm going to use my trusty MAC Whisper of Gilt Extra Dimension Skin Finish, and I'm applying that on the tip of my nose so I can create a beacon of light for the universe to see. You get that, you know? It's the usual. Also a little bit on my cupid's bow and on the bridge of my nose, just a little bit, and also on my highest points of my cheekbones, as you can see right here. And to highlight that area, I'm using a Real Techniques Duo Fiber Contour Brush. Next up, lips. And I'm going to apply the Milani Cosmetics Matte Naked Lipstick. And that was it for the look. Now all I have to do is put on my wig and put on some nice clothes, and I'm done. And that was it for the look. What I did not mention in the video, this is like typically me. Let me find the product. So after I was done doing my lips or doing my lipstick, I was like, kind of feels a little deadish, you know, like flat. So I wanted to define my lips a little bit more. So I used the MAC Half Red Lip Pencil. This is just, I don't know, repackaged for a holiday, or not a holiday, for a limited edition collection. Anyway, I really hope you enjoyed it. If you want to follow me on my social media pages, then just type in Makeup by Namaisa on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and Snapchat. And as always, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And that was it for my video. Again, thank you all so much for viewing my videos. I know I have a lot of catching up to do to make my channel in that, you know, active status again, so I know I have to work harder than ever, but thank you all so much, and until my next video. Bye!